For quite a while, the Swiss Tech hunting knife on Amazon has just been catching my attention time and time again. In this video, we're finally going to take a look at it. Stick around. Thankfully, it has warmed up a little bit here in Virginia. As you can tell, this bald head has no hat on it. I tell you what, when you got a bald head like this, it don't take a whole lot for you to have to need to cover this thing up. If you get out on Amazon and you start shopping fixed blade knives, you're gonna find out that a lot of manufacturers make a lot of knives that resemble one another. In a previous video, I mentioned the fact that the brand Flissa and the brand Swiss Tech have a lot of knives that are similar to one another. They've got right many that are almost identical. Well, the one we're going to be looking at today reminds me of a larger version of a fixed blade knife that I recently reviewed from Flissa. The knife we're going to be looking at today by Swiss Tech is marketed as a hunting knife, and I got to tell you, I'm pretty blown away at the $20 price point. And there she is. Hands down, great looking knife. 4mm thick, D2 steel. Super duper sharp right out of the box. Very sharp. Ultra hair shaving sharp. Now I must say, slicing through these soda bottles is a lot different. These things have a very tough skin on them, and I've had a lot of sharp knives that just couldn't take out a whole bottle in one shot. It might cut it. I'm gonna see if I can go all the way through. This should have the weight and size to get it done. Thus far, it's looking pretty sharp. So as you can tell, this thing comes with a very nice factory edge. This is a 10 1/4 inch knife. Equal handle and blade length, both 5 1/8 inch. With a very robust G10 handle. That handle's actually got some thickness to it, as you can tell. The weight is 9 ounces, so nice weight as well. I want you to get a good look at this alongside the SRK, which many of us use and love. SRK is a little thicker. This is 5mm thick, whereas this one's 4mm. But this is a $20 knife. This is about a $40 knife. And both have similar capabilities. This is SK5 steel, it's D2 steel, but just wanted you to look at that in comparison. This Swiss Tech does offer a solid full tang construction. Now let's look at the one thing that's often a make or break with most knife purchases, and that is the sheath. This comes with a leather sheath and double reinforcement. I've got the other lock here. It locks in 2 ways. They want to make sure this thing is locked in good. But it locks in 2 places. I will tell you, I'm not really a fan of that. I'm good with one locking mechanism, but this one has 2. If you choose to carry this knife for self-defense, you don't want it double locked. But there is one thing you can do. You can lift this up, watch, and you can shove this right into the center of the handle, just like that, if you want to. It's out of the way. It's not an eyesore. You don't have to use that double lock. You can simply just tuck it right in here, and you can still attach your belt just fine. Back of the blade here has definitely got a sharp enough corner to strike a ferro rod really well. They don't have any jimping on this, but I think it looks good the way it is. I think jimping would actually take away from the look, in my opinion. If you're anything like me, you love these stonewash blades. I just love the color scheme here. This stonewash blade with a black handle just looks so good. I know some don't chop with a knife, but for those who do like to chop, I just want to do a little chopping and let you see it. You know, you can kind of choke the end of the blade, the end of the handle here, and it'll lay right into that mess. That's cutting right into that. A nice good sized blade like this, you know, obviously is going to make batoning through something really easy. That's so sharp. Gosh, this is just a really sharp knife. It's just cutting through everything with ease. little knot there. Gosh, that's sharp. One of the sharper blades I've reviewed in a while. Should be able to keep it sharp fairly easy as well. You know I got to do a throw test with this one. You know, and this being a full tang knife like this, it can hold up to throwing. You might want to hockey tape the handle if you're going to throw it a lot just to secure it. I'd give $20 for this knife just to have it as a thrower. Now with this blade, the balance is going to be here. You know, the handle is so thick, it's going to be more weighty on this side. But as you can tell, I'm still slinging it no spin like a madman. There's still no problem with rotational. Let's give it a go with military half spin. That's always a real hard hit and throw. Throwing can do a number on the end of the blade and the tip. I'm just gonna have to touch up the blade a little bit, but what a throwing machine. I gotta give the Swiss Tech D2 Hunter my highest recommendation. I just don't think you can ask for more than this for 20 bucks. You just can't. It's just got so many features, and I've seen a lot of junk knives out there on sale for 20 bucks, and this don't fall into that category. This is an awesome knife for 20 bucks. Take care.